Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in the previous tutorial, as you know, that we have successfully allowed a user to set the security questions in order to reset his password. So I mean when the user forgot the password. Okay, so this is basically the two questions which we set, okay, which is where your parents met for the first time, and also the second question is that is who is your favorite superhero. So all gonna which we are displaying, retrieving basically from the database. Okay, so we have already saved it in the database in the previous tutorial, and we have retrieved it and displayed here also. And also the user can change or update these question answers. So let's say instead of these first question answer, okay, I'm going to change it. That is, let's say Silicon Valley. And who is your favorite superhero? So I can just say Tony Stark. And all you're going to need is to click on this set button, and here you can see it is changed successfully. So now what we are going to do in this tutorial is that to allow a user, let's say the user forgot his password, so he will just click on this forget password, and then here the user will type his phone number and he will answer the questions, and we will verify the question for that user. So then he will be able to change his password, or you can say reset his password. So yeah, let's do that. So go to the Ender Studio, and here we have our this one, okay, else if. Inside the onStart we have this else if check dot equals to login, which means if the user come from the login activity, that is, let's say if a user forget his password. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. So inside here what we're gonna do is, all we're gonna need is to set a click listener on the verify button. So you can say set on click listener, we on click listener. Now first we have to verify the phone number and also then the questions answered. Okay, so how we can do this? All we're gonna need is, I'm going to create a separate method for this. So this will be basically by the name verify phone, or we can say verify user. Let's just create a method quickly. Here at the bottom you can say private void verify user. So the user will click on this button, which is our this one, okay, verify button. In case of login, that is the forget password, and we have to get the phone number first. So here we can say, let's create a string type variable. We can say phone equals to phone number dot get text dot to string. Then we have to get the question 1 answer and question 2 answer. So just for the time saving, I'm just going to copy this, Control C, and then paste it here. Okay, and once we get that, we have to verify the phone number and also the 2 answers. Now what I'm going to do is just copy this database reference, which is up to the phone number, okay, user node and then the phone number. If you see it, user and then the phone number. Okay, so Control C and paste it here. So first we need to check if this user exists alongside with the security questions. If he has already set the security questions or not. Then we will verify the both answers, or you can say the questions. So what we're going to do, we can just say reference dot add value event listener, new value event listener. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and the next important thing is to add a conditional statement to check it. So we have this thing. Okay, first of all we need to check if data snapshot dot has child. So one thing I remember to check also this phone number, okay, which is basically the phone number for the, a user can change this in order to for the shipment. Okay, so there is a shipment phone number, and this is the main phone number. So let's say we have to check also this one, so a user can type this phone number or this one. Let's say if he has changed this phone number for the shipment, so what we're gonna do is to check the phone number which we get from the forget password, I mean from here, okay, which we store inside this string type variable phone. So here instead of this has child, I'm going to write exists, and then we need to create a string type variable. We have to retrieve the phone number which is inside the database, okay, which is this one. Basically we have to first check this one, so I can just give it a name as mphone equals to data snapshot dot child, and the child name is phone dot get value dot to string. Now we have to add if condition, that is if this phone equals to the phone number in the database which is mphone. So this phone number will be equals to, let me show it to the database, that is this one, okay. It will be equals to either this phone number or this main phone number. So we have to add or condition here. So we can say phone dot equals to, and we can say prevalent dot current online user dot get phone, and that's it. Now let's add two curly braces and in here. So if it does not exist, then we can just say there is this user not exist, or you can say this phone number not exist, this user phone number not exist. Otherwise we can add another if statement which will check that is data snapshot dot has child. Now we have to check this thing, okay, which is the security questions, that is if the user has set the security questions or not. So make sure to write the same spellings, which is security questions, in the database, okay. So if this node exists, which is security questions, then we are going to retrieve both these questions, I mean both these answers, and we have to compare it with both these two answers which we get from the user from here. So if both are equal, then we will allow the user to change the password, okay. So yeah, string. And for the time saving, I'm going to this method which is display previous answer, and I'm going to copy these two things from here, okay. Just paste it here, answer 1 and answer 2. So here we need to check if answer 1 dot equals to this answer 1, which is from the interface the user will write, okay. So answer 1, let me check it, okay. So if this is equals to answer 1, let's make it more efficient, okay. We can just say if this is not equal, okay, this exclamation marks, which means if this is not equals to answer 1, then we will tell the user that is your answer 1 is incorrect, okay. So it will be more helpful to the user in case if he write any answer wrong. Your first answer is wrong, and then we can just copy paste it. We can say else, sorry, and then paste that, else if answer 2 not equals to answer 2, then we can say your second answer is wrong. And if both are correct, then we will allow the user to change his password. So for that we need to create an alert dialog dot builder equals to new alert dialog dot builder, pass the main activity dot this, which is the context, sorry, the activity name is reset password. Reset password activity dot this, comma, r dot style dot alert dialog, or we can go with the default style for now. Let's set a title, so we can say builder dot set title, and we can say write or new password. Let's say, I mean, the user has to type the new password. So new password, then we need to create an edit text in this dialog box, or you can say this alert dialog. So we can say edit, and we can say new password equals new edit text, forget password activity. Sorry, it is reset. I don't know why I forget again. And we can set a hint to it. So new password dot set hint, and it will be write new password here, or we can say write password here. Then we can say new password, sorry, builder dot set view to new password. Now we need two buttons. I mean, when the user click on the, that will be basically the change button and the cancel button. So we can say builder dot set positive button, and the name of this button will be change, comma, new dialog interface dot on click listener, and make sure to put a semicolon here, and this method will be created, which is on click. So here we need to say that is if new password dot get text dot to string dot equals to null. If it is equals to null, or let's say, I mean, if it is not null, there is no need, I mean, to check if it is null. So if it is null, definitely this if condition will not execute, so the user has to write some password. Okay, so yeah, if it is not null, then we are going to change the password. Okay, otherwise you can also write a else statement and tell the user to write the password. So we have already created a reference to database, which is by the name ref, okay, which is this one in this method. So all we're gonna need is reference dot child, and the child is password dot set value to the this thing, okay, which is new password dot get text dot to string, the value we are getting from here. Make sure to make the reference final, okay, which basically means you can also type here manually, that is final database reference. Okay, so yeah, that is. Now let's move it to the next line. Dot to the dot set value, and then we can say dot add on complete listener, new on complete listener. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and if it is successful, we have to tell the user that is the password is changed successfully. So yeah, let's type the toast message here. Password changed successfully. So that's it. Now let's test the app. But before we test it, we have to call this method. Okay, so I forgot to call this method. So come here, and inside our on start, when we say that is else if check dot equals to login, if a user click on this button, then we have to call this method. Now let's test again. So the app is running now successfully, and now let's go to login. Let's click on forget password, and here you can see it. Now here I'm going to write my phone number. Oh, sorry, it is not 09. And then the questions answer, which is these two. Okay, so I'm going to type it in capital letters, let's say. Okay, you can see it. I mean here we have added a built-in function to lowercase which will convert these automatically to the small English alphabets. Okay, which we add just for the user, I mean so that the user can not get confused if he forgot about the capital letters or small letters, that is in which he write the password, I mean the answers. Anyways, I'm going to type this one incorrect. Okay, that is, let's say like that. So I want to check if the conditions are working fine or not. So let's click on verify, and we have got I mean it is stopped. Okay, we got an error here and we have to check it. That is, what is the error? So let's test it. So first of all we have here, and that's that is, yeah, I understand it. And we, because here I mean we are already logged out, so how we can get the current online user phone number? Okay, we don't, I mean we can't do it like that. All we're gonna need is to remove this because the user is not logged in. Okay, so we will just get the phone number from the forget password activity, okay, which is basically stored inside here. So we need to pass this phone number to it, and I'm really sorry for that. Now we have to do the changes, some changes here, okay, because if this is the phone number, then we have to check if this phone equals to the M phone which we are retrieving. Okay, and there is no need for this one, this condition. Okay, all you're gonna need is to remove this, and in that case the user has to type this original phone number, okay, not the shipment phone number, which is this one. So we need to remove this phone number, I mean this phone dot equals from here, okay, because we don't need this anymore. So what we're gonna do is just cut this if statement from here, okay, up to here, control X, and remove this if statement, which is phone dot equals to M phone, which where we basically checking the shipment phone number, but there is no need for that now. Okay, so paste the code here, which is directly if data snapshot dot has child security questions. Okay, so yeah, make sure to do the same, and the rest of the thing is okay. Now one thing I need to mention here is, for this if condition, we say if this node not exist, we have to tell the user, that is, you have not set the security questions, please contact let's test it again, and hopefully this time it will work. So the app is running now successfully, and now let's go to login, forget password, let's click on verify, and it is not working because, okay, again got an error here. We have to check what is wrong this time. Here it says attempt to invoke virtual method on a null reference, which is okay. We have not add a if condition for all these. I mean, if this is empty, then what we gonna do in that case? So we have to test it. I mean, we have to add a if condition for that, okay, just to verify that it is not null. Okay, as you know, we will get error in case of null. So we can say if phone is not null, okay, not equals to null, and answer1 dot equals to null, not null basically. Let's add exclamation mark here, and then the last one is the answer2. So we can say if not answer2 equals to null, then we will execute this whole thing. So just cut this whole code from here up to here, Control X, and paste that here. That's it, that's all. And in case if any field is empty, we are going to tell the user please, let's say, complete the form. Now let's test again. So the app is running now successfully, and let's come here, forget password. If I click on verify, here it says please complete the form. So I'm going to type the phone number, which is 90016. Let me see it. Okay, and then the first answer for the first question, that is where your parents met first time. So I'm going to type then who is your favorite superhero. I'm going to type this one incorrect, okay, that is the second question, and then I can see what happens. If I click verify, then you can see it is not working basically, and it shows one more time the error. And let's let's correct this thing, and it is showing the error here on this line. And the reason for this is basically we are using this reference, okay, which is up to this phone, okay, I mean users and then the phone number and then all these things. Now we have to in order to retrieve these two answers, we have to write here one thing, which is this thing, okay. Here it gives us an error. Basically here we are retrieving the answer 1 and answer 2. So what I'm going to do here, we need just to add one more child, which is dot child, and we have to check it inside the security questions subchild, okay. I hope you know that it is the answers are stored inside here, okay. So also let's copy paste it once more time and paste that here, dot child security questions child answer 2, and the rest of the thing is the same. Now let's test it. The app is running now. Forget password. I type the phone, then the first question answer, then the second one, and then I'm going to type the second question incorrect, okay, and let's click on verify. Your second answer is wrong. Here you can see this, okay. I'm going to correct this second answer, which is Tony Stark, okay. Here you can see that is which is your who is your favorite superhero, and I'm going to incorrect this first answer. We have to check that is either it is working or not, okay. So your first answer is wrong. So you have to type both the question answer correct, I mean both the answer correctly, okay? Silicon Valley. And now I'm going to type this phone number incorrect, okay? So then I can see if it is working or not. Let's type something else and then verify. Here you can see it is not working because we have to type the correct phone number. And in case if you want to display a toast message if the phone number not exists, then here you can see we have this if data snapshot exists. All you're going to need is to type here, that is else statement. Oh, sorry for that. Else, and then you can just say that is toast, and we can say that is this phone number not exist. So then it will display this message. So yeah, I mean you can test it if you want. Let's test it. Now let me type the incorrect phone number. Then what are your parents, where your parents meet? So Silicon Valley. Then the second is who is your favorite superhero, which is Tony Stark, okay? And the phone number is incorrect. So I'm going to click on the verify button and let's see what happens. Here you can see that this phone number not exist. So we have to type the correct phone number. So let's type now the correct phone number. And now let's test it, what happens. Verify, and the dialog box is not appearing. I'm really sorry for that because I forgot to write here the builder.show, which is basically here inside our this one, I mean set positive buttons, okay? And also let's add another one more button. And all you're gonna need is, I mean we just forget this thing. First let me tell you what we forget, which is builder.show, okay? That's it. And now it will display dialog box, but I mean this is okay. I mean we have, let's now add another button, which is the cancel button, which we forgot to add, okay? So what we're gonna do, all you're gonna need is just to here, after this we can say builder dot set negative button, and the name of it will be cancel. New dialog interface dot on, click listener, make sure to put a semicolon here, and then we can say by using this object dialog interface, we can say dialog interface dot cancel. Now let's test the app. So the app is running now successfully. Login, forget password, then the phone number. So the user has to type the correct phone number, and then the user has to answer this first question correctly, which is where your parent met. So I'm going to type this, okay, which is Silicon Valley. The second one, who is your favorite superhero, which is Tony Stark, okay? And then let's click verify, and here you can see new password, write your right password here. So all you're going to need is to type the password. Also you can cancel it if you want, but I'm going to just type the new password and it verified successfully. So my old password is here, you can see, which is 123456. Now I'm going to type my new password, which is 1234567889. That's it. Let's click change, and here we go, 1234567889, and the dial it is changed successfully, okay? And once it is changed, we have to send the user from this activity to the login activity so that the user can log in, okay? Here you can see the password is changed successfully. So yeah, I mean this is okay. Let's come here quickly, and once the password is changed, we need to send the user. So inside our set positive button, builder or set positive button, when we say password change successfully, all we gonna need is to write here an intent, and we can say that is reset, and we need to send the user to the login activity.class. So yeah, that's it. So the app is running now successfully. Now if you want, you can log in by this new password which is changed successfully. And if I come here, let's test it one more time. Then the place name, which is basically the first question where your parents met for the first time. And then the second question, which is who is your favorite superhero. So let's say Tony Stark, and then click verify, and here you can see new password, right password here. So the new password, let's say 987654321. okay, and you can see the old password is this one. So if I click on change, here you can see it is changed successfully, and it sends us to the login activity. Now you can just log in as a new user, 090016860143. Then the new password, which is this one, okay, from 9 to 1. So we can say 98765. So hopefully it will work now. Okay, let's click login, and you can see it says logged in successfully, and we are logged in successfully. Now if we go back to the settings, I mean, you can also change the security questions if you want. So just click on the set security questions, and you can just remove the Silicon Valley, and instead of that you can just type, let's say, Paris, and then who is your favorite superhero, which is the second question. You can type anything you want, okay, Muhammad Ali, and then click set, and here you can see you can also change your security questions if you want. So yeah, I mean, we have successfully implemented the forget password feature, and also the reset password, and also we allow the user to set the security questions and to basically to change the security questions. Okay, so let's just test it one more time just to verify that is how it will work in case if we change the questions. Okay, so all you're gonna need is just to type the phone number, correct phone number, then the first question, which is where your parents met for the first time. So all you're gonna need is to write here the answer, the correct answers, and then who is your favorite superhero. So let's say Muhammad Ali. Click verify, and here you can see it is verified successfully. Now you can type a new password, let's say 123456, and here you can see it is the old password. So if I click on change, here you can see it is changed successfully, and yeah, here you can see this password changed successfully. Now let's log in by this using this new password, okay, 123456. So if I click login, here you can see it is working successfully. So yeah, that is really cool. This is really amazing. So if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel Coding Cafe, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram account by this username, so that you can never miss any single update and any news from Coding Cafe. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.